There are athletes whose careers seem destined from the very beginning. Those who glide through the minor leagues on a trail of glowing headlines and unstoppable hype. Then there are those who fight tooth and nail for every chance they get. The ones who are cut, doubted, and overlooked, yet somehow find the strength to rise again. Max Muncy belongs to that second group. His story is one of perseverance over privilege, resilience over reputation, and belief over circumstance. It's the story of a man who turned rejection into redemption, transforming from an afterthought into one of the Los Angeles Dodgers' defining stars, a symbol of determination, adaptability, and sheer willpower. Max Muncy's baseball journey began in the heart of Texas. Born on August 25, 1990, in Midland, he grew up surrounded by the culture of hard work, discipline, and blue-collar determination. His love for baseball was immediate, not because of fame or attention, but because of the pure joy the game brought him. There was something about the rhythm of the diamond, the sound of a bat meeting ball, and the challenge of trying to be just a little bit better every single day that drew him in. Unlike many future stars, Muncy wasn't the most physically gifted player on the field, but what he lacked in natural flair, he made up for in work ethic and intelligence. He learned the game with the eye of a student, breaking down mechanics, tendencies, and angles. Baseball wasn't just a sport to him. It was a language he was determined to master. After high school, Muncy attended Baylor University, where his game began to mature. At Baylor, he became known as a cerebral hitter with a sharp eye for the strike zone and a knack for making pitchers work. He wasn't flashy, he was efficient. His approach was grounded in patience and discipline, values that would later define his major league success. During his college years, he developed the foundation for what would become his trademark style, selective aggression. He knew how to wait for his pitch, how to recognize spin, and how to make every at-bat a battle. Scouts saw promise in his plate discipline and defensive versatility, but few predicted the kind of power he would later unleash. In 2012, Muncy was drafted by the Oakland Athletics in the 5th round. For a moment, it seemed like the dream was falling into place. But professional baseball is a grinder's world, where patience and persistence matter as much as raw skill. Muncy moved through the A's minor league system with steady, if unspectacular, progress. He wasn't a headline prospect. He was a name buried behind others with more speed or flash. Still, he kept showing up, putting in the work, and improving quietly. But the jump to the major leagues wasn't easy. When he finally made his MLB debut with Oakland in 2015, the transition was rocky. Pitchers exploited holes in his swing, and opportunities were scarce. He bounced between the majors and minors, never quite finding a rhythm. By 2017, the A's had seen enough. They released him. For many players, that could have been the end. To be released is one of the most painful moments in a professional athlete's life. Not just because it signals failure, but because it strips away the identity that has defined you. Muncy could have walked away. He could have joined the long list of talented players who came close, but never made it. But that wasn't who he was. Instead, he took time to rebuild himself, physically, mentally, and emotionally. He spent months working on his swing mechanics, focusing on timing and pitch recognition. He watched endless video of major league hitters, learning from their movements, studying their patience. Most importantly, he rediscovered the joy of the game, the childlike love that had first drawn him to baseball in Texas. When the Los Angeles Dodgers offered him a minor league contract in 2017, it was a second chance, nothing more, nothing less. No guarantees, no promises, no headlines. But that's all Muncy needed. In AAA Oklahoma City, he began to transform. His new swing, shorter, quicker, and more powerful, unlocked something that had been waiting to emerge all along. His approach matured. He became a complete hitter, one who could blend patience with explosive strength. The Dodgers' hitting staff saw the spark immediately. They saw a player who had rebuilt himself from the ground up, who had failed, learned, and returned stronger. When Muncy was called up to the big leagues in 2018, he wasn't there to make up the numbers. He was there to stay. What followed was one of the most remarkable breakout seasons in recent memory. In 137 games, Muncy hit 35 home runs, posted a .973 OPS, and became one of the Dodgers' most dangerous hitters. The once overlooked infielder had become a middle-of-the-order slugger for one of baseball's most iconic franchises. Every at-bat felt electric, every swing filled with conviction. His confidence grew with each passing series. He wasn't just producing, he was thriving under the brightest lights. Then came the moment that solidified his place in Dodgers lore. Game 3 of the 2018 World Series, the marathon against the Boston Red Sox that stretched deep into the night. After more than 7 hours of baseball, it was Muncy who ended it, launching a walk-off home run into the Los Angeles sky. The crowd erupted. The Dodgers had life again, and Muncy had his defining moment. That single swing symbolized everything his journey represented: resilience, patience, and redemption. It was the ultimate statement, from being cut to being clutch, from overlooked to unforgettable. Over the following seasons, Muncy became a cornerstone for the Dodgers. His consistency at the plate, his defensive versatility, and his leadership in the clubhouse made him invaluable. He wasn't the loudest voice, but he was the one teammates looked to in moments of tension. His approach never changed: respect the game, stay prepared, trust the work. When the Dodgers finally captured the World Series title in 2020, Muncy was right in the middle of it, contributing key hits and embodying the team's resilient spirit. That championship wasn't just a team triumph, it was personal validation. For Muncy, it was the full-circle moment he had fought so hard for. But even as the accolades grew, Muncy remained grounded. He's known for his calm demeanor, dry humor, and quiet confidence. There's no arrogance in his approach, only gratitude. He understands the fleeting nature of success and the constant grind of the game. That humility, born from struggle, is what makes him so relatable to fans. He's a reminder that greatness isn't always about raw talent. Sometimes it's about resilience, self-belief, and timing. In the seasons that followed, Muncy continued to evolve. He battled injuries, endured slumps, and faced questions about his future, but every time doubt arose, he responded the same way, with work. He adjusted his swing, refined his discipline, and adapted to every challenge. Even when the game tested him, he refused to let it break him. That persistence has become the hallmark of his career. Whether he's hitting tape-measure home runs or grinding through at-bats, Muncy represents the essence of what makes baseball timeless: the endless pursuit of perfection through struggle. Beyond the field, Muncy's influence extends to the locker room and community. He's become a mentor to younger players, a voice of steadiness in the chaos of a long season. His story inspires not just teammates, but anyone who's ever been told they're not good enough. It's a blueprint for redemption, proof that success can be rebuilt from the ashes of disappointment if you refuse to quit. Fans have embraced him not just as a player, but as a symbol. His resilience mirrors that of the city he plays for, Los Angeles, a place where dreams can break or come alive in the same breath. When Muncy steps up to the plate, Dodger Stadium holds its breath, not just because of what he might do next, but because of what he's already overcome. Every swing carries the echo of his past, every home run a reminder of the miles he's traveled. In many ways, Max Muncy's journey embodies the heart of baseball itself. The sport is not built on perfection, it's built on failure and adjustment, on learning how to stand back up after every fall. Muncy has done that, again and again. His success didn't come from being the biggest or the fastest, but from being the most prepared. He represents the belief that there's no timeline for greatness, that sometimes the detours are where we find our strength. And that's what makes his story resonate so deeply. Because somewhere between the minor league bus rides, the release papers, and the late-night batting sessions, Max Muncy became more than a baseball player. He became a symbol of perseverance. His legacy will not just be measured in home runs or championships, but in the quiet power of never giving up. For every young athlete wondering if their time will ever come, his story answers with clarity: keep going. Your moment will find you, but only if you're still standing when it arrives. As Max continues his career, the story is far from over. There will be new challenges, new triumphs, and new reminders of why he's one of baseball's most respected veterans. But no matter where his path leads, one truth remains. Max Muncy is proof that the journey matters as much as the destination. His legacy is one built not on hype, but on heart. And for fans, that's what makes him unforgettable. Thank you for watching, and thank you to all the baseball fans who continue to celebrate stories like Max Muncy's. Stories that remind us what perseverance, belief, and passion truly mean. If you've ever faced doubt, if you've ever had to rebuild yourself from the ground up, Muncy's story is for you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tributes celebrating the athletes who embody not just greatness, but the relentless human spirit that defines it.